Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome to episode 10 of my Rugby League Live 3 Win 1 Take 1 series. Now this is somewhat of, it's not a new series, but it's a little bit different to how the first part of the series went. Obviously we're playing Auckland Nines, and with this comes a new change of rules. So this will be going to the Rugby League Live 2 format of the videos, and that's obviously still got the two games, but we're going with 10-minute halves, obviously 13 aside teams, as you can see there with the team lineups. And I've got to say our lineup's actually very, very strong there, as Peter Wallace gets us off with the game. But we're going to be playing through not alphabetical order like it was in the Auckland Nines, because Auckland Nines was too hard to sort of to manage, because pools and that sort of stuff. So I wasn't going to go through all the pools and that sort of stuff. Just found it easier to go alphabetical order. But with the NRL season being finished by now, or at least the regular season, I'm not sure when this is going up, but the regular season is finished. That's what I'm basing it off the ladder. So obviously as we're playing the Knights, we're starting off with the wooden spooners, and then going from there, 16 all the way down to 1, and then we'll take on some rep sides after that. I think we will make a venture back into the Auckland Nines with the rep sides. We'll probably, for the two games, we'll play one Auckland Nines, one regular season game. 13 aside games, what I should be saying actually. But in terms of the rules, I never really finished them off. So if you win the game just by whatever, that's 3 players guaranteed. And then if you score 20 points, if you score 20 points, you get an extra player. If you score 30 points, you get an extra 2 players, and so on. So some 50. If you rack up a bit of a scoreline, you'll be getting a fair few players, which is exactly what we're looking to do. But it hasn't really fared out too well so far. I mean, we're 33 minutes in, and we're getting thrown over the sidelines 0-0. Wasn't actually what I expected, considering I've played a fair bit of game time at this point of recording it, and I'd been having some pretty good success taking on the computer. But maybe the venture into the Auckland Nines, playing so many games, I think it was like 16 games in the Auckland Nines, maybe that sort of changed my game style a little bit. I mean, usually I'd been going through the forwards and trying to just go and smash it through the forwards, like I said. But coming into this game, I was trying to go for backline plays right from the start, and it's not what you want to do in this game. The forwards aren't exactly the most effective, but you definitely want to use them to some degree. But Knights ended up opening the score, and was Kurt Gidley, who just for some reason on these games always rated really, really well. And I'm not saying Kurt Gidley is a bad player, but he gets rated up with the best on this game. It's pretty crazy. You can see there he busted through another tackle there, and thankfully Israel Folau came up with the tackle for us. So we got pretty lucky there. But you see, we were starting to pile a little bit of pressure on, and that's where we'll sort of starting to turn things up a notch, I'd have to say. And as we saw, P. Walters ended up going with a bit of a zigzag tactic there. Went to the left, went to the right, and straight through. And that seems to be like a guaranteed sort of way to get through. And it was like that in Rugby League Live 2 as well. So I've got a bit of experience in doing that little play there. But you can see here, quick play of the ball, followed up with a run down the right-hand side. McCullough it was. Now another offload, and that time just not good enough. I think it was Burgess who threw that one, and just shocking really. But Burgess on the back foot here, grabs the ball, and he's in a bit of space here, takes it around the fullback, and we get it off to Josh Hoffman, who's just got the line ahead of him. But Kurt Gidley is going to come across with a try-saving tackle there. And I've got to say, that actually happens a few times, and never happened to me up until that point. And then from there, actually happens a fair few times. And maybe this is one of them right here. Kurt Gidley comes up with a tackle there, and I'm thinking, try. Hang on, what's happening here? Oh, ball's down. Oh, wait, knock on, no advantage. Absolute bullshit. We get the ball down, and does that animation every single time. For that sort of animation, that position, they turn you enough where the ball you're somehow sliding with the ball. The ball doesn't initially get over the line, which I've never really happened in real life. Usually the ball's they're standing over the line. Just matter of what they get the ball down. This time you get the ball down, and then you got to slide over the line. Bit strange, but whatever. Can't do anything about it. We did hit back pretty well, as we saw. I can't remember who actually scored, but hasn't ended up missing the goal, which wasn't ideal for us. But 10-6, I'm feeling like we can go on with this. I mean, there's only a few minutes left in the game, so we just got to play smart, and that's exactly what we did. We just took a normal hit up from the kickoff. Chris Houston gets a sim-binned, which is pretty nice for us, and that all but confirms us winning, as long as we don't do anything stupid here. And we are going to receive another penalty straight after we got the first one, and just a matter of taking it out to the bell. But we are looking for a try here, and Sam Burgess wraps it up. Sammy Burgess. I don't think that was a dummy or anything. I think we just took it around the fullback, and that was very, very easy for us. I suppose it did help that we had players in support to make the fullback, fooled a little bit, but pretty simple try there, and we pick up a victory. No bonus players for us this game, maybe in the next game hopefully, but we do get 3 players, so any win's a good win on this, I think. And it was a tough grinding victory. As you saw, Knights were in the lead, so definitely wasn't didn't go all our way, although in the end it did. So the 3 players you're going to be getting is 14, 13 and 17, and apologies if the numbers are different to what they actually were on the game, but how I'm doing it is any bench play, it's hard to keep track of, because when you go into the Knights lineup, the bench, I'm not really sure how they get done, but the first player named on the bench when you go into the team menus thing, that's going to be 14, and then so on. That's how I'm just going to do that. So if it's different to the actual what appeared on the screen at the start of the video, apologies for that, but that's just how it is. It's way easy to keep track of what I'm doing there. So any player who will probably come into our side just here, it will most likely be Jeremy Smith. Now I think he's 85 rated in this game, so that's a pretty good rating for Jeremy Smith. Maybe a little bit too much for him, I'd say. Robbie Rocco, I think, is someone who, in real life, I would have in the side. I think he's a good player. He's 80 rated on this, so not really a spot in the side for him at the moment. But who knows, if we lose a few players, he might come in. But yeah, he's on the bench for this game. We do want to give him a bit of a go. But like I said, there's not really a huge spot for him, so I mean, he's just there for, a bit of a spell when some of our players get tired. But I do find the players don't really get that tired on this. Maybe it's just because I've got no injuries, I can go for it a little bit more. I'm not as conscious as I am in career mode and that sort of stuff. But yeah, that's just something I noticed. The Tigers didn't start it off real great, but they do end up turning on the Jets here. I think it's Chris Lawrence. Just takes it straight around Israel Folau. Bad read there. But you can see Israel Folau, he's going to catch Chris Lawrence. Chris Lawrence is someone I've played with a fair bit. Obviously, got the Tigers career mode, and he is pretty fast, I think. Maybe he isn't very fast, but from memory, I always thought he was quite fast. I don't ever remember really getting run down with him. Tim Simone, on the other hand, always got run down. But yeah, Chris Lawrence is very strange, but I mean, Folau thinks 91 pace, something like that. On here, the dude rated him. But right here, Tigers get another intercept there. Maybe it's Dean Hallentow or someone just there, but they pick it up, and I think it's Folau once again coming across, making a tackle. As you can see, like, Tigers aren't scoring the tries, but they're taking it out of the players, and in the long run, that could be damaging. I mean, they ended up scoring the next play, so we put all the effort in to try and, get our defence back, and it was to no avail. And then, add insult to injury, Pat Richards kicks it from the sideline straight over. He's a very, very good kicker, Paddy Richards, and I know just how good he is, and I wouldn't mind having Pat Richards. But Rory Farah splits the defence there, just exposing the markers who are offside, and then Israel Folau, who wasn't onside either, I don't think. And, well, at least I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't go in for the tackle. And it's just a thing where the computer won't go for the tackle at, like, all cost. They'd rather let in a try than give away a penalty. So it was, it was up to me to try and switch to Folau, but obviously I didn't do that and paid the consequences. We do get a little bit of a positive there. So we're down 12-0, and Kevin Nagama gets sent to the sin bin, which could be a game-changing moment here. As you see, Sopawaga, he ends up throwing an intercept there, and we've only got one person who can go and catch this play. I'm not sure who it is on the ball, maybe Moses or someone. But it was, yet again, Israel Folau coming up with the big tackle. Now, Kenny Bromwich hits a gap here and just draws them past Israel Folau. Usually they get knocked down, but for some reason it found its way through, and that is a beautiful-looking try, I've got to say. I was very, very happy when we scored that one. Like I said, I was very, very happy. Just those simple ones. I really, really enjoy the good drawn pass. I mean, obviously, it is quite, I don't even know what the right word is. Satisfying. Satisfying is the word. It is quite satisfying to do something like we're doing similar here to Peter Wallace. We are going to get run down by Tedesco, but when you take it around fullback, it is satisfying. But at the same time, it also feels a little bit like cheating, because it is a little bit overpowered to just take it around the fullback. But a draw and pass, that happens all the time in real life. As you can see, you're just drawing and passing, but then when you get to the fullback, it's usually someone else around. But due to there being a lot of space there, we don't have to worry about that. And Josh Hoffman, one-on-one with Tim Simone, I think it is, but way too much pace as we just burn them on the outside. Josh Hoffman scores a try, and we are right back in the game here. Hassan El Masri, El Magic, can he keep the goal? Yes, El Magic can. So 2 from 2 is Hassan, and he's keeping his 100% record for this game. And they haven't been super easy kicks. Well, I suppose they have actually. Now this is where we're just going to burn the fullback once again. And Valentine Holmes has got enough pace. Once you get around the fullback, it's just all smooth sailing from there. You're just going to be gaining, you're just going to be pulling away, I should say, from the opposition. And I was super stoked to score that try. Once we get the lead, I feel very, very comfortable. I never really feel in any sort of danger of losing the game or anything. Once we've got the lead, I'm pretty good at grinding out a win. As you can see here, a little bit of a fright there by the Tigers. Nothing eventuated of it, and I think they might have went for like a dead in goal or something like that. But we sort of just persevered, and then we hit the right edge. Just a few offloads. It actually was offloads, not like a pass. It was an actual genuine offload, which is a bit risky in the wet weather in this game, but we took that risk and it's paid off, and it's all but secured the win for us with this big of a lead. I mean, there is about 25 minutes left in the game, so I suppose there is time for a comeback, but I haven't really had too many comebacks happen to us in any sort of rugby league video game, whether it be Rugby League Live 2, 3, whatever it is. But we are looking to extend our lead just here, and we will do so. Valentine Holmes, I think he's got Chris Lawrence chasing after him. We saw that was a little bit strange. I was saying Lawrence was pretty quick before, but got run down by Flower. But Valentine Holmes is quick in this game, and he nearly got run down by Lawrence. I think if Lawrence did a diving sort of tackle, he would have got to him. But one thing to note is that we did reach the 20-point mark, and we did reach it again. So that's 2 extra players. So we're going to end up with 5 players so far. But you see Josh Hoffman picks up another try here. So can we get 6 players? That is the goal now. And I suppose that sets the benchmark on, how many plays we might be able to get per game. Obviously not going to happen every time, but that's the record set. So 36-12 is what it is currently, and we're looking for blood. We're looking for more. I mean, Tigers don't have a whole bunch of great players, but we want to get those good players that they have, and we are going to get that extra player there. That's another one, and 40-12 is what it is. Hasm can kick the goal. Doesn't really matter if he kicks it or not. It's not really that important. I don't think it's going to get us that much more closer to the next sort of barrier or whatever that we've got to break through. Now Tigers are going to score a try. That was so annoying to go and concede that one. Not a second kick, but we missed the first tackle, and then they put up a bomb. It's so funny when they put up a bomb, that sort of situation. It happened in Rugby League Live 2 as well, and it's one of those ones where you're just like, oh shit. But I thought Hasm had it covered. Obviously not. But 42-16 is how the game ends. See, Valentine Holmes picked up man of the match with a hat-trick, but Josh Hoffman, I think, scored a hat-trick as well, maybe. But we are going to pick up 6 players from the Tigers, so we get 9, 10, 16, 14, 5, and 17, so a lot to get through. And the first player, Robbie Farah. We already do have some really, really good hookers in our side. Andrew McCullough, a Broncos hooker, is our current hooker, but Robbie Farah will be coming in to play hooker. We've got Keith Galloway, who I think the prop position is where we do need some depth, and we don't really have many top props, so Galloway is much needed. Brendan Sandy, not so much. I think he's about 74 rated, so he won't be seeing any game time at all, in my opinion, unless we suddenly go on a 10-game losing streak. Dean Hallertau, I like Dean Hallertau personally, like a real life sort of player, but on the game, not so much. It's easy for me to tell who's good and who's not on this side. Pat Richards, now a bit of dilemma here. I've got Valentine Holmes on the wing, Hasm on the other wing, and I don't want to drop either of them, but Pat Richards is so good. I don't know what we're going to do with Pat Richards. Maybe he'll be in the side, maybe not. See Monafanai, or however you pronounce it, he won't be playing. I think he's 78 rated. Just no place for him. As you can see, just adding all these players into the side there. But that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you could leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel. Like me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Luke and YT for Twitter handle. Facebook page in the description below. And check out all my other videos and leave comments. I really love reading the comments. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.